Hey guys, it is Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another reaction video. Fine Brothers are at it again, and I know you guys have been asking me forever to do Elders React to Queen, but now they have a Kids React to Queen, and I'm like, alright, yeah, frickin' I'll do it. I know there is a significant number of you in the audience who absolutely loves Queen. I personally think they're the most overrated band ever to walk the earth. Gotcha. So anyways, enough bullshitting around. Let's get into it. I did not know this was Queen.
I think I've heard this.
This is upbeat.
Yeah, I really don't like this song at all. I know it's supposed to be a commentary on a couple of things. One, being the fact that radio used to house so many different types of programming, and that got taken over by television. And now, back then, and even more so now, radio is pretty much just like one or two specific types of content with some other stuff sprinkled in on the AM radio. But just the song itself is just so lame and mundane to me. I don't know. I really didn't care for it. Keep in mind, I actually do really love Queen, but you know, even for bands that I love more than Queen, I mean, they have songs that just fucking like, what did you do? What did you do with your life?
I think I know who it is. Go. Queen?
Fucking love you, Sydney. This explains so much. Seeing her reaction when she knows it's Queen, like, that explains why she can get into so many different types of music, especially some of like the harder stuff, you know? One key piece of the puzzle was just put into place there.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, dude.
Radio Gaga?
Quick note too. Apparently this was inspired by the drummer's son saying Radio Caca, which also kind of doubled as a criticism of radio, and honestly, I mean, it kind of works. It almost sounds like he's saying Radio Caca in the song anyway.
That was a boring song.
So with you, dude.
Queen is amazing. If you ask me who's your favorite artist, I will always say Freddie Mercury, because he is like a god.
Okay. Freddie Mercury is one of a kind and was a gift to humanity without a doubt, and is a crazy master of his thing. Hey, future Mike here, and I want to give past Mike here a little bit of shit for saying, hey, Freddie Mercury was a master of his thing. On many levels, that was one of the stupidest things I could have said. I know in a couple of my videos I use the term guitar god, but I do that more because I don't have a better term to use in the meantime. One of the things I'd like to do with my channel, and any way I can influence it, I would like to get the word God out of music. I acknowledge Freddie Mercury's one-of-a-kind talent that we may never ever see again in the history of humanity. But at the same time, I don't like elevating people to that level of status and that level of idolatry and worship. Even my beloved Steve Vai, who I think is the greatest thing to have ever come into music ever, I do not consider him a god. I consider him a man, I consider him a genius, I consider him extraordinarily talented, but he is also a human. He's very much a human, and so is Freddie. And if we start to take the humanity out of our idols, if you will, then that becomes unhealthy for us, and it can make it unhealthy for them. Case in point, Chester Bennington.
I feel like I've heard this song
I
before.
love this song. How can you not listen to this song and not swing your head back and forth like this? Like, come on, be real.
It's so like just relaxing and just...
And that's interesting. I mean, yes, Queen was really good at doing the subtle, beautiful, ballady type of thing, or even kind of swing like this. But for me, the reason why I loved Queen is because there's always so much passion in all their songs. Well, with the exception of fucking Radio Caca over there. But you can really feel a certain energy even in that calm. There's like a pent-up tension that's waiting. I don't know, at least that's how I hear it.
Queen, gunpowder, jealousy. Like, the harmonies, it's so cool.
Yes, they really are. The most impressive thing was his ability to reciprocate whatever he wanted for recording. Like, oh my goodness. He could track vocals slightly out of pitch on purpose for an effect. And those harmonies are so tight, and they're just sung. They're just sung. There's no tuning. There's no assistance. There's no like, can you play this note for me? No, it's just dead the hell on. The guy was a master. The guy was incredible. Not to mention, I mean, Queen, I would say, is a visionary band. They're excellent at what they did, and it was so progressive musically in its own right. I mean, not in the same way as prog rock, although there are some elements of that in Queen.
That's the same band? Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's up with that girl. She gets progressively weirder and weirder throughout this video.
He's so good. He's got like, I'm pretty sure like one of the best ranges ever.
Dude, he's gonna like make out with Freddie Mercury's corpse. That kid was also obsessed with Red Hot Chili Peppers in like a weird way, and now he's kind of like doing it again. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow up to make cynical YouTube videos like me.
I've heard this song.
I do like this song, but
You wanna be free? You're already free.
seriously, I don't know what's going on upstairs with that girl. Yeah, there's stuff from the 80s I wasn't as big of a fan of, although I freaking love the song I Want It All. That was just like, especially if you guys haven't seen it, go watch, I think it's Game of Thrones 1994 or something. They sample that Queen song and they make like the best 90s TV show intro ever.
Just good. I can't say any more words except great.
They don't like all like have
Sydney's
one type
awesome.
of song. They actually like change what they do a lot of times.
Yeah, they had an extremely diverse musical palette.
That bottom girl?
Yup. Oh, Freddie. Now, Brian May did write this song, but Freddie Mercury still had to perform it like he would get a hard-on for women, so good on him. It's what we call being a professional.
This is different.
You're different.
This one has a good melody to it.
Yet another thing that Queen was masterful at was making some fantastic melodies. I mean, just about every Queen song you can find yourself singing along to as long as you know it ahead of time. Super catchy, very beautiful, or in this case, kick-ass, you know?
Get on your bikes and ride. Get on your bikes and ride.
A call forward to
voice.
bicycle.
Why are they saying about fat bottom girls? It's kinda insulting to me because I'm a girl.
Oh, God. The SJWs are reaching him at a young age now. He's supposed to be complimenting the fat bottom girls because he wants to fucking get on in that rump. Because at the end of the day, there might be some guys that are boob guys, but everyone's really an ass guy at heart, let's be honest.
Bicycle. I hear go, I want to ride. My dad likes this song. This one is really weird. It's like, bicycle? Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, that's a really good question. For the longest time, I had no idea what the hell this was about other than he was just freaking fascinated, fetishized, and obsessed with bicycles. Apparently the song was just inspired by them being, I think when they wrote the song, they were close to where the Tour de France takes place, and they watched it, and they were just like, fuck it, let's make a song. It's supposed to be completely nonsensical and just have fun. And I think even they talk about, I'll let them say it here.
This is a cool song too.
You don't like Star Wars?
Freddie Mercury actually was a fan of Star Wars. He, like me, is just trying to troll your ass. Part of the fun.
That's funny.
Subtle's great, just everything's great about him, and like the tons of vocal tracks that he does to make the harmonies that just, it's perfect.
Oh my God. I also am not a fan of using the word perfect, although I have been guilty of using it on this channel a few times. That kid's like boner he has for some music kind of just, I don't know, gets on my nerves.
Pretty sure everyone knows this song.
Yes, they do.
If you don't sing to this song, or at least lip sync, you're a crazy person.
I'm with you, Sydney. 100% with you. If We Will Rock You doesn't get you amped up, I mean, nothing will. You are soulless. You are dead.
Is this just fantasy?
Oh, the classic.
Caught in a landslide.
The masterpiece. And yes, everyone knows the words to this song. Everyone. I mean, I've seen a lot of these try not to sing along challenges or whatever, which are mostly fucking garbage, which I'm probably gonna do a video on. If this song was included in there, you'd be fucked. Everyone has to sing along to Bohemian Rhapsody.
I don't wanna
Look on that girl's face, is like she's being told to eat her vegetables, or like someone just like committed murder in front of her. She's just like, no. The look on her face is, what were they thinking? And the only thing I'm saying to you is, what are you thinking? I will give the girl props for being genuine as hell. Yes! Fucking awesome solo by Brian May. You got to.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, when you do the thunder. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. Galileo Figaro.
This always reminds me of the Wayne's World scene.
So you think you can love me and leave me to die?
Again, what I was saying before with the vocal recording and how Freddie Mercury would purposely make things slightly out of tune when he would double track, that's exactly what he was doing at that part of Bohemian Rhapsody. That actually adds like a chorus effect, if you will, to his voice it's what we call double tracking or doubling. It makes it beefier, it makes it fuller, it makes it more powerful. Ozzy Osbourne does that pretty often, and I don't know if he actually double records it or if he just adds a doubler effect to his voice. Freddie could have, apparently according to Brian May, Freddie could have sang it perfectly in tune with himself, but chose to actually go slightly off just to give it a little more depth and breadth.
This is the best thing ever.
Queen is just superior.
They have a good.
Yeah, he was getting a little weird with his Queen love and his RHCP love, but you know, he's got that correct. Queen is definitely superior. For those of you who have similar proclivities, if you go to my link to my merch store, you can actually buy a shirt that says, "Why am I a music snob? Because your music is inferior. Because I listen to Queen, motherfucker."
Bohemian Rhapsody is just one of the best rock songs I've heard in my life so far.
And probably one of the best you'll ever hear in your lifetime, dear. Truly a masterpiece.
Awesome. Pure magic.
There will ever be a singer as great as Freddie Mercury.
I have no idea.
No kidding.
But there probably will. Well, there already is. Her name's Beyonce.
Oh, no. I like that kid, I do, but with the Beyonce thing, yeah, no. Don't get me wrong, Beyonce has a fantastic voice, but it is no fucking Freddie Mercury. I honestly believe, and I'm actually not really a fan of hers, but I honestly believe that Lady Gaga is, if not close to that level, she's on that level. You know, she's damn close to it. I know there's plenty of you in the audience that are like, oh, fucking Lady Gaga sucks. She's fucking popping, blah, 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 blah. I was there with you for a while, but trust me. As a person who is hypercritical of just about everything, and also who apparently now is a music critic as a part-time job, yeah, the girl is really freaking good. Her vocal talent, her ability to mold her voice around anything she needs to is, I would say, superior. Which is also why I'm kind of pissed off that she's doing all of this bullshit over here and where she's been the last couple of years and not doing something like this. Freddie Mercury and Queen changed the fucking game, man. They did. Lady Gaga is not changing the game, and she has the ability to. This band is the reason why I'm pissed off that she's doing lazy pop shit. Yes, I have listened to some of her last album, and there are some very good songs on there. I think she's moving in the right direction, but still, ain't no fucking Queen.
People can try and they can use whatever auto-tune or anything that's gonna come out in the future, but there's no beating Freddie Mercury.
He nailed it. So in conclusion, Queen is amazing. They, as he said in the video, they are superior. Seeing the amount of joy that a band that I wasn't even born when most of their music was popular, seeing the joy that I get when I listen to Queen and when I first listened to them on these kids and seeing the joy come out of them, like, it's such a beautiful thing for so many reasons. One, just the fact that we can pass down this piece of culture from literally decades ago to people who haven't even lived an entire decade. It gives me hope, you know, like there's a lot of crappy music out there, but there's still a lot of really good music. And there's a lot of really great music that's already been made. And the fact that they can still hang on to that and recognize, even with all of the garbage culture around them, that that shit's really good. It speaks to the fact that there definitely is a universal humanity, a universal recognizing by all humans that something is great. Anyways, that's all I got on this one. If you guys want to help me make better videos, you can go to my link in the description to my Patreon page, pledge some money every month, help me out, because even a snob needs a little patronizing every once in a while. You can also check out my merch store, which I mentioned earlier. I got a couple of shirts, some other cool stuff you can try and pick through, see if you like anything. Got some cool designs. And you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!